Hi guys, this is Julie for Creatures Pictures, and today in this pick a card we're gonna figure out together what your life mission is. Why are you on this planet for? Why did you come over here? What is it that you come over here to achieve and to do? What's the overall goal of your life? Of course, we have like many different like little goals, and we're gonna go into more details about how to figure out your life mission according to your personality and your daily life. But overall, the main theme of your life, we're gonna figure it out right now in this bigger card. I hope you enjoy. If you do, don't forget to leave me a thumbs up and a comment to tell me if you resonate, and also don't forget to hit the notification bell and subscribe to get alerted of the next video that I'll be posting. I'm trying at the moment to post daily during the weekdays, so if you do enjoy this format, let me know, because I'm really working hard on bringing this to you guys. I really want to focus on this because I've had feedback that were like really important to me, so thank you very much for everyone who told me that I actually been able to help them in their personal life. And yeah, let's go to the reading. I love you very much and I wish you the happiest of life. Hi guys, and welcome to this reading. Today we're gonna discover your life mission, and as you can tell, the piles are pretty thick, especially this one. So it's gonna be more complete than usual, and it's gonna be a little deeper than usual. So you have 4 choices today. Pile number 1, the white glittery skull. Pile number 2, the Beverly Hills Beetlejuice pumpkin. Pile number 3, the candle, the flame. Pile number 4, the green glittery skull, and the fallen angel with the little feather. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Timestamps are in the description and in the comments. If you are on your phone, go straight to the comments. And yeah, if you want to book a personal reading, I'm offering my services and you can see it in the description box. And let's go straight to your reading. Don't forget to subscribe. Love you very much. Pile number 1. Let's go. Okay, are you ready? I'm gonna start with this tarot. Actually, let me put the whole thing on the feather so I can actually start spreading it. So the first card that you have is the 5 of Pentacles. So I'm gonna guess that you were probably not born into wealth, or you might have been struggling with, like, if not financial issues, probably a lack of one of your basic needs that wasn't met. Has been either traumatizing you when you were little or when you were a little older. And I feel like that's a big part of your life mission, was to overcome whatever the situation was. But I also see that you might be somebody who's very spiritual, and the universe, because of all that spirituality, maybe you're doing meditation, maybe you're just doing like tarot, watching tarot readings. This connection that you have with the divine is bringing you like some luck, some protection. There's some kind of divine protection around you. I feel like you probably went through a lot, probably massive life changes or massive like big scares in your life, or like big challenges. I feel like you guys, let me just get more comfortable. I'm sorry about the noise. I actually have a yoga ball instead of a chair in my office. Okay, so I feel like you have not had like the most easy life, and it made you pretty maybe defensive, or maybe envious, or maybe some people have acted that way towards you. So maybe you've been kind of abused by some people, might have been you know, jealous of you, maybe even bullied for some of you. If not, I can totally see something related to childhood, so maybe an abusive family member or something of that order. But I just feel like somehow you've been through some serious stuff, and I guess it's gonna be very different from like person to person. So I'm not gonna get too in depth trying to figure out what it was, because you probably already know that anyway. But I see that through hard work, this is what I believe. I believe that a lot of you had like some serious financial difficulty, either when you were little with your parents or when you were older. But with a lot of hard work and a lot of strength, you were able to overcome this. But you've had a lot of difficult moments in your life, but somehow, even though you were really hardworking, very strong, you were also lucky. And I feel like maybe part of your mission is to realize that even like in the worst moment, you were protected. Maybe it's like that awakening. Or maybe your life mission was to actually get out of poverty, or get out of maybe a situation of something, some of your needs were not met. And to also get over those tower moments you might have had. And maybe for some of you it's not done yet. Maybe you're in the process of that. But if you are, I'm just letting you know, because if you are in the process of trying to manifest more abundance or a better situation for yourself, I know for a fact that you're gonna make it, because I thought you already did, according to those cards. And I see a lot of strength inside of you, a lot of pride, and probably like a lot of pride in whatever you're doing, in your work, in all the hustle you're putting in. Let's see. Yeah, you definitely have to, yeah, that's what your life mission is going to be about. It's to be about manifesting and creating abundance for yourself and overcoming self-limiting beliefs. So if you did have so many different challenges in your life, if you've been through such difficult and hard times, sometimes you feel like, well, it's just the way my life is, I'm just not a lucky person. Or you might be thinking, you know, if you grew up, for some of you who grew up in poverty, you might be having all kinds of, you know, negative statement in your subconscious mind about money, like money doesn't come easy, or money is hard to get, or something like that, which are completely false. So I feel like affirmation could definitely help you if you are, because I feel like you're on your way. I feel like right now you're in the Knight of Pentacles. You started making, if not money, a step towards what can one day make you stable and wealthy. But I definitely see you having more than what you need at some point in the future. But you really gotta be careful the way you think, and also not fall into whatever, you know, like traps that can go with that. Because people who do have self-limiting beliefs tend to fall into addiction, because addiction is kind of a relief from like that heaviness of thinking that you cannot do it, you know, or all those negative thoughts that might be crumbling in the back of your mind. So be careful with gambling, be careful with food, be careful with smoking, be careful with drugs, be careful with alcohol, because they might be temptation to you, and they might be risky for somebody who already has that like self-limiting belief mindset. And remember that you are protected, and You know, the way manifestation work is that if you try to manifest something, especially in terms of career and money, it seems like big dreams plus action plus letting go and not stressing is the recipe to make it happen. And I've noticed it in my life, because my life has been like a roller coaster. It's like sometimes I'm like really blessed, and then sometimes I'm just like in situations that are just so panicky. And it's just the life of an artist, I guess. But I've noticed that when I am positive in my mind is sane and positive, and my work is consistent and attentive, I manifest things, money and comfort and safety so fast. And when I am, you know, like when I'm tired, when I'm negative, when I'm, you know, like getting caught into other people's drama, that's where everything seems to crumble around me. So be mindful of that and really put your mind at rest. I see like you need a lot of mental self-care. And it's normal if you've been through a lot and you've had to be strong for so long. You gotta give yourself back, you know, the well-being. So really invest in wellness, really invest in like mental health, meditation, yoga, maybe anything spiritual, books, tarot, I don't know. Spend the time and spend the money that you do have reinvesting in yourself. Because I feel like business-wise, you really don't need a push. It's really personal. It's really getting over your past. Let's see what you have for your Angel Oracle card. You have 26, the Key of Light. So we're gonna check the book, because those are actually extremely complex cards. 26. Key of Light, what is it talking about? Archangel Michael, oh, that's so weird. Archangel Michael is always extremely present in my life as well. I did not pick this pile though, but I just feel like every time I do like a pick a card reading, I feel like every pile speaks to me on a certain level. Probably because since the messages come through me, they want me to use my personal life experience to relate to you guys. Because you need a connection with your tarot reader if you want this to work. Like, I feel like some readers, I can tell they're excellent, but they just don't work for me. Okay, Archangel Michael loves you unconditionally and serves your soul journey. Okay, so you probably, just like me and a lot of lot of people have Archangel Michael as maybe one of your spirit guides, one of your angels. So we all have like important angels for different mission in our lives, and sometimes they stay for a while with us, sometimes they stay with us for the entire time. Archangels are pretty much, they're not really, it's difficult to explain, but what an archangel is, it's not a person. It's not like this one person who like can be there for like a million person at the same time. It is more of a collective energy that's kind of like shattered in like a million little pieces, and you have a piece of Archangel Michael with you, and I have a piece as well. So you might also have that with God and goddesses, but that's like, it's kind of a like pagan / Wiccan vision of it, but I like the idea of working with like God and goddesses. Maybe we'll talk about that in other videos. I don't know if that's something you would be interested in knowing. If you do, please leave me a comment so I'll know, or you can just DM me. But yeah, it's interesting to know who's around you in terms of energies, because then you can research them. So definitely have to research about Archangel Michael for you. So you have the power of the divine within you. You have the ability to free yourself no matter whether it seems that another person, a set of circumstances, or the entire world holds more power than you. So it is all about your personal power. You gotta believe in yourself. I think that's what it is, and so stop having those self-sabotaging thoughts. That's what I was thinking. And you can achieve whatever you want. Yeah, but it says no person, place, or thing has any power to hold you back. The key of light is a spiritual permission from the universe to succeed in your life mission. You shall not be kept back from your divine destiny. You shall be empowered to succeed. So pretty much, your life mission basically is to empower yourself. It's not just about the money and the success and the material plane, but it is really, it's a very earth energy type of mission, but it's not just about getting the stuff. It's all about energies, and the energy of poverty is very, very low vibration. And what they want is they want you to gain back your personal power and shift your own personal energy until you can manifest, you know, like the results in your physical world through wealth. But it's really about personal power. They want you to believe in yourself. They want you to stop sabotaging yourself and thinking that because maybe at some point in your life you were in the situation of the Five of Pentacles, that means that you're going to stay in that situation forever and then you cannot have the Ten of Pentacles. But it is not true. It's simple as counting from 5 to 10. And it's all about believing in yourself. So that's what they want to tell you. And it's Archangel Michael. So if you want to thank him for this message, I'm sure he'd appreciate. Or if you just want to talk to him, you can actually put a name on it. You can just call upon Archangel Michael and just talk about your problems and how you would like him to help empower you. So here you go. I hope this helps you. So this deck is called Light Worker Oracle. If you want to look up, it's the number 26. So you can read the entire thing, because videos tend to be too long if I read the entire thing, but you get the message. I love you very, very much, and I wish you the happiest of life. Don't forget to thumbs up, comment, subscribe, tell me if you relate, and yeah, hit the notification bell and follow me on Instagram. I love you so, so much. Okay, pile number 2, let's figure out together your life mission. I'm gonna put everything over here, and I'm gonna start with Ethereal Vision Tarot to see a little bit what your life has been so far. See what we start with. Okay, so first thing that I see is problems with integrating into groups, integrating into pretty much getting along with people in general, maybe socializing. Okay, let me have a look at all the cards, because here you go. All right, so it's definitely about personal power and the way you integrate in a social context, whether it be at work, in your family, or in general, in like going out, whatever, or school if you're younger. So there's a weird energy about like integrating yourself to a group and personal power and where to stand. I feel like you have issue deciding if you want to be assertive or if you want to be friendly. Maybe you have issues not knowing exactly what to do to, you know, be respected by people, maybe be integrated and welcomed by people. And I just feel like it's communication issues that we've been seeing over here that maybe left you feel a little out of life, a little on the side of the road. But I feel like that you're somebody who has a really kind heart, and somebody who's very you're very emotional, and you're very loving, like you have a lot to give. But I just feel like other people maybe have trouble seeing that in you, or you have trouble expressing that or showing that to people in a way that you're gonna be liked. You want to be liked, but you also want to be respected, and so you're not always sure how to act. So maybe that makes you a little socially awkward for some of you, or just simply just not being able to get along. But I see that you have like the Death card, and the Death card is really mostly talking about change, but it's also talking about like mystery and stuff like that. So I just feel like I feel like other people are kind of a big mystery for you. And I also feel like you're somebody who's very capable of change. Like you're capable of, you know, changing yourself to adapt to whatever situation. And maybe you've done it already so many times, but you're still in this Two of Swords energy that's just like, I'm not sure what to do. So what to do? That is so funny. You have the Three of Pentacles in reverse for your past. And to what to do to achieve your mission is pretty much reverse the Three of Pentacles, because you have it twice. So what you need to do, your mission on this life, is to be able to integrate into group, to do some nice group work, whether it is at work, being able to collaborate with coworkers smoothly and really build together, or would it be with your family members? Maybe you have trouble. Maybe you were like the scapegoat in your family, or maybe you were bullied in school, and like managing to actually find your balance in between your emotion, your assertivity, and working on yourself to figure out how to become this integrated person, not to please other people, but just to feel, you know, as being part of a whole, as being part of a group, as being part, like we need that with social creatures, you know. It's really important to you. As well, in your life mission is building wealth. It's something that's in your mission, and that's actually weird because I do not see any other card that talks about wealth. So I just feel like your life mission is to build wealth, and maybe it is because some of you cannot figure out a way to have maybe a nice network in whatever field you work in, because you have those social awkwardness or something of that order. Maybe it's social anxiety, some of you. It just popped in my head. So we talked about this recently. So I just feel like, yeah, I talked with someone about this recently, so I'm just feel like this could have been a message for you guys, that maybe some of you have like social anxiety, and that's what you need to overcome. But I just feel like maybe once you overcome that, then money is just gonna flow towards you. But it's also like the Queen of Pentacles is not just the queen of wealth. She's the queen of physical needs being met, and to me, social need is a physical need, because even if we crave connection in a more spiritual way, that spiritual connection is more in between you and the divine, that opens your mind to actually connect to other people. But the plain regular day-to-day socialization, to me, it's a very earthly thing. It's a very grounded earth energy, right? So yeah, I don't know. For me, the Queen of Pentacles is really the image of the Virgo woman. She's not just wealthy. Sometimes, you know, you can have someone who just sends you a vibe of wealth. And I've been told that personally, that even the days where I was the most broke in the world, that people were like sometimes intimidated by me because they think I'm like wealthy or whatever, when I'm really not. And I think it's like the Virgo rising in me is just, I give out that vibe for some reason, even if I look ratchet. Like, I don't get it sometimes, you know. I'm just like, I look ratchet because you know, like, I've been busy, I'm broke, I'm not taking care of myself. Like, what makes you think, you know, I crawl into gold? But for some reason people assume. But I think it's like the Virgo energy of always being, you know, like organized. If it's not even physically, sometimes it's just in your head, just organized in your head. That, I don't know, it's grounded. And I feel like the Queen of Pentacles, if you go to her house and that month or that year has been tough and she's a little broke, everything will be clean and minimalistic. And even if she has like IKEA furniture, you know, you go towards, like, you go to someone's place and they're like a earth sign, or they have earth sign energy in their chart, or they're a little like OCD, you go to their place and everything's like, they don't have expensive stuff, but everything is so like put together and so clean and so like minimalistic that it looks kind of expensive, it looks kind of classy. And I feel like that's really the energy of it. So there's like a lot of earth energy in here. So I'm gonna bet you do have some earth in your chart for sure. So that's like Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Also, another mission of yours is actually to be very adventurous. And we have two cards for this one. We have the Knight of Wands and then we have the King of Wands, and they both have, it's not just outside adventure for some reason. It is a lot of traveling and that type of fun adventure, but it's also learning self-discipline, learning how to know yourself, working on yourself, psychology, spirituality. Really working on yourself is actually your life mission. And I feel like you will be provided for. As long as you work on your life mission, you should not have to worry about wealth, because it will fall onto your lap when you need it. But like, you'll be lucky. We really need to work on yourself. It's really that socialization thing, so you need to learn that. Maybe you can watch on YouTube some like video. I know there's a lot of people who are like great like life coach and just teach you whatever skills you might be lacking. It is gonna depend like person to person. There's definitely like something related to socializing. I hope this helps, and I hope you actually relate to it. And if you do, please leave me a comment and a thumbs up. You had two cards for the Lightworker Oracle, so we're gonna get your Angel Oracle right now and read them. But I really want to tell you to let me know if this is something you relate to. Okay, so you had Spiritual Service and Life Path. Look at all that blue. Wow. Those cards are so beautiful. Okay. Oh, I didn't see that. You have them in order. It's 20 and 21. I'm still gonna start by 21. Okay. Okay. Spiritual service. Self-doubt can be a habit that is hard to break. It can slow down your spiritual progress and the fulfillment of your life purpose. Ultimately, it won't stop you, but it can make your progress seem more challenging. So pretty much what it's saying is that the more you're gonna, like, the less you believe in yourself, the more challenging you're gonna feel like your life is. So you really need to believe in yourself to not make your own life more complicated than it needs to be. you are being called to service beyond that which you have accomplished thus far. This is because you are ready, capable, and willing up to step up to another level of spiritual responsibility and freedom. Your mind, however, may question your ability. Earth sign, that's what I was saying. You may be afraid that you cannot perform well enough, that you're not skilled or experienced enough, that you're not as good as others, or that you do not have enough value to offer. This is what your social, like, anxiety, we're gonna call it, is about. So it's because you think you're not good enough for other people, but you are. Fuck them. What the hell? No. You are more than enough for anyone else. Like, everybody is good enough to socialize. What the fuck is that? Be kind to your mind. It will be happier without such belief. You can free yourself from the pain they cause and be more realistic about your gift and your potential. Now it's time for you to trust love more than your wounds. Okay, so we're talking about love. All right. I feel like maybe you're afraid to go towards other people, even in relationships, because you think you don't have enough to offer, but you have more than enough to offer. I'm not even going to discuss this because it's the case. All right. I even lost my page because I get so mad. I'm just like, you guys are the best. Are you seriously doubting yourselves when... You know why I'm doing this on YouTube? It's because every time I'm a filmmaker and you know it. I was posting those filmmaking videos. I've been posting filmmaking videos on another channel ever since YouTube existed, all right? And the thing is, I always had like regular YouTube feedback. It was not that bad. It makes me laugh, honestly. I don't feel bad about it. But yeah, it's like a lot of, you know, random feedback. Sometimes it's really positive and sometimes it's just like, what's going on? And when I do watch other successful YouTubers, which are already like 98% male, and I see that they put so much work into creating amazing content where they actually teach a lot about their skills, which are extremely rare and difficult to acquire. All the comments are like very, very criticizing. They're really low vibration. It's like they're comparing... Guys compare their cameras in that industry. I just gotta say it, okay? Guys compare their cameras and their cables and their lenses in that industry like they're comparing like dick sizes. This is what it is. It's ridiculous. It's just like, you know, when guys are comparing their cars and you're just like, what are you talking about? Like, there's children dying, wake up. That's the same thing. It's like, oh my god, my camera is bigger. Yeah, but do you... like, what, you're filming your dog with it? Nobody... Okay, all right, whatever. I'm on another path, but the reason I'm doing this is because you guys are so amazing. And every time I was watching filmmaking videos, it was low vibration, and every time I was watching spiritual videos or tarot videos, all the comments were like so nice and generous. And every time like a YouTuber that does like tarot or spirituality is going through a rough path and just like express it to their audience, they're all like, you're gonna make it, you're amazing, and just really supportive. And I was just like, you know what, even if that means that I'm actually gonna never have the career that I was aiming for in terms of presenting my filmmaking work, my director work, I want to do this thing just because I want to build a community for my... It's really selfish, really. I want to build a community of people like you who's watching build pile number 1, no, pile number 2, because you guys are so amazing. If you're the only people who get to see my movies and my art ever, I want it to be for you and not for like all the low vibration people on YouTube. That's all I have to say. So you are amazing. Like, don't doubt yourself ever. Okay, life path. Do you wonder about your divine life path and purpose? You have been enrolled in spiritual training. This training might be obvious in the form of a course you're undertaking, or hidden in a life lesson that's currently training your healing, learning, or growth. Further clarity will be revealed to you. The universe promises that you shall know what you need in the perfect time and in a way that you cannot miss. Okay, so this is not your final life path. This is kind of a in between. This whole thing of, yeah, getting over that Three of Pentacles, social anxiety, whatever it was, it's temporary mission. Once you get over that, your real life mission will be revealed to you clearly, with clarity. So what they say is, so far this is your life mission, and as soon as you succeed, another one will come towards you, probably more fun. But this one was part of a healing process that your soul needed, and you have to see it as a gift. I know it probably involved a lot of pain in your life, but you have to see it as a gift for your soul to actually learn a lesson that it will never forget for eternity. So you might feel like if you've been suffering for 20 years with this, or even maybe more, you might feel like it's been a 30-year-long punishment, but really it is like a divine gift to, I know it sounds horrible, but one day you'll be grateful it happened. For honestly, I've been through a lot of things as well personally, and that has nothing to do with that, but yeah, I've been through a lot of things, and every time I went to like the worst, like through the worst stuff, right after, when it was over and the trauma was like healing, I felt so grateful that I had been through it, because somehow it made me more confident. It made me more really stronger, you know, like, I know it sounds cheesy, but yeah, it made me just a better person overall, and I'm proud of the person that I am, and I feel like I'm becoming better and better with time. And I just feel like I wasn't made through the good times. I was made through the hardest. And I would like it to be over. And I would like it to be over for you as well. I hope you enjoy your reading. I love you very, very much. Please comment so I can tell you how amazing you are. And yeah, I just wish you a happy life, honestly. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell. I'm sorry I have to say it. And yeah, all the YouTube stuff. I'm gonna trust you to do it by yourself. I love you so much. Bye. Okay, pile number 3. Let's figure it out together. All right, so let's see so far what you've learned that was part of your mission. Okay, so there was stories about jealousy, envy, competition, this sort of energy. So I don't know if it was coming from you, if you were the type to be that way. Okay, so let's go back to this 501 energy. I feel like there was a lot of kind of like, maybe you were born in a family where a lot of people were arguing. Maybe your parents were arguing a lot, or maybe they were yelling at you a lot, or maybe they were never getting along, or nobody was getting along in your environment. Maybe I don't know, maybe I think it was family stuff. And because you were raised that way, it was really hard, I guess, for you to get along with maybe other kids or other people your age. So I see that you had the Knight of Swords in reverse. I just feel like you probably suffered from like depression, anxiety, or mental illness, and you felt like there was no way out. But somehow I feel like you find your own happiness within. So I'm gonna guess some of you probably healed yourself from like depression, maybe through spirituality. It's not in the cards, I'm just guessing because you're watching this. But the thing is that I feel like that page of one energy is really about like starting a journey of like self-discovery and also starting projects. So I just feel like this is what got you out of those negative energies. I feel like, yeah, you were not like, because I had like another pile that was like born in poverty or this like lack of basic need met energy. But I feel like with you, it was just a very, very low vibrational environment that you were brought up into. But somehow you found, like, you were the sun in the middle of that darkness, and you started making projects for yourself, and you got yourself out of that. I see that a lot of you are artists, and if you're not an artist, you're definitely a visionary. You are somebody who comes up with a lot of ideas and really move to get them started, which works very well with the page of one. I see that there's a lot of balance in you, so maybe you found balance compared to all that. I feel like you were probably born into such a conflictual and such a low vibrational energy that once you've been like older, you really wanted to go at the opposite of that. So we're really going on a journey to find balance. And that's actually incredibly amazing. So whoever did that, because I see like really dark energies in the beginning of the pile, and then it starts going towards like something really bright and beautiful. So I feel like if you've done that, like you deserve like some kind of award, because it's pretty amazing. With this devil energy, I see that you might still have, for some of you, limiting, like self-limiting beliefs, self-sabotage, some kind of, and it comes really often with the artists, by the way. It's like this energy of, I can work really hard, but it's difficult because I had this voice in the back of my mind that tells me that I'm worthless, which could have been a real voice for some of you, by the way. A real person, I mean. But then what's the easy solution is to actually party a lot, have a lot of fun, had a lot of vice. And that's the myth of the like tortured artist that like gets wasted. But you don't have to fall into that, because you also have a lot of, like, you have the Page of Wands and you have the Ace of Swords, which really means that you can start projects, and if you keep going, they can be extremely successful. And I just feel like that's where you are right now. That's what your life have been so far. It was all about overcoming personal stuff, but you did it so well that it probably brought you a lot of different skills, right? So let's see what you have to do for the future. Oh, that's really interesting, because I had the devil energy. Maybe the devil energy was all about like actually partying in a good way, because maybe the party energy is so like high vibration compared to the Five of Wands. It doesn't have to be negative. I would say partying as a sometimes had a negative connotation in terms of like excess, but it doesn't have to be, because you have like the Four of Wands over here that tells me that you should celebrate. I feel like maybe you've come a long way and you never took the time to celebrate it, to celebrate how far you've come, because and how much you've worked on yourself. And I feel like it's almost congratulations from your angels being like, hey, you've done way more than what you think you've done. Like, don't like see yourself, don't sell yourself short. Like, don't see yourself as someone who has not done enough, or who has just done, because, you know, like most people are born in normal families and brought up in normal environment. So if you were not, you might be feeling like, oh, it took me my entire life to just become normal, when really it was an entire life mission and you already succeeded. So they tell you to actually enjoy what you've done so far, to actually take the time to have fun, take the time to celebrate, take the time to spend good time with friends. I see that you have the Page of Cups. You have 2 pages and 1 ace. So you have a lot of young energy. So I feel like you might feel old, but you're actually still young in years. And you're definitely an artist. And you need an audience. They're trying to tell you that, like, you have so much to offer to the world, but you need to celebrate every step, enjoy every step. Don't try to be ahead of yourself. You also have the 2 of Cups, and I feel like you need to manifest love, find love, or just because I feel like you found self-love along the way. You found a way to really develop yourself, and now you need to find someone who's, you know, out at your level. Maybe you need to stop and be able to, like, share and enjoy life with someone. The 2 of Cups energy makes me feel like do you mind? The 2 of Cups energy makes me feel like one of your life mission is actually being part of a relationship, an important relationship. I'm gonna get a clarifier for this one because this is really weird. So Judgment, the Judgment talks about it talks about moving on from the past. It talks about new beginnings. It talks about gift from the universe, like positive karma. And this card especially talks about transformation. Talks about music, having fun, dancing, celebrating. You see how much they go together? Having fun with art. I feel like they want you to enjoy your life, but they also want you to know that your life mission is going to involve a particular relationship, probably soulmate, twin flame type relationship, but it's going to be an important one. And it's not there in your life yet, because those are my future card. So in your future, you're going to be in a love relationship that's going to matter. I want to know more about it. Why is this relationship important in the life of whoever picked card number 3? Maybe it's because, is it work related? Is it family? Is it wealth? Is it, yeah, okay. So I feel like you're gonna build some kind of empire with that person. I see a lot of loyalty, a lot of balance. That person's gonna bring a lot of balance into your life, a lot of abundance, and a lot of loyalty. And this is something really important in your life. Why is it important? Is it... There's definitely a wealth connotation. I feel like you have a king energy, so it's really positive. But why is it part of the life mission? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Oh, because it's going to teach you that balance. I think that's what it is. It's going to teach you the balance in between having fun maybe and working on yourself, or working on your projects, your career, on your art. I think, yeah, I think somebody, I got it. Somebody that you're gonna be probably marrying or be in a long-term relationship with is gonna teach you the balance in between having fun and working. whether it be working on yourself or working on your project, stuff like that. Let's go straight to your light worker oracle card. You have one, the fifth ray of intellectual knowledge. Oh, look, this art. I'm gonna check in the book a second because I don't know those cards. I cannot for the life of me remember what they say every time. So it's weird because I feel like it represents everything I've said since the beginning of this reading. I said like you were probably like a star seed, a very bright and shining being. Look how much she looks like the Temperance. You were like this incredible being of light, born in a very dark environment. That's what I've seen. I feel like that's what the art represents. You see, like she has a bubble around her. I feel like you can create your own, like you can visualize it, your own bubble of protection when you feel like you're surrounded by low vibrational people, so you don't have to go through it ever again. You don't have to lower your vibration to theirs. You can stay balanced. Don't look back. Okay, 42. That's almost the end of it. I have a feeling that a lot of you are at the end of your evolution cycle, probably life path 8, 9, 11, 22, 33. Okay, 42, fifth ray of intellectual knowledge has come to you as a spiritual gift. You're being given the ability to find information you need, understand systems that impact your life, and find clarity in any issue that has seemed unclear or overwhelming. You shall sort the truth from the lies and learn what you need to know. Archangel Raphael now assists you in integrating the blessing of the fifth ray. You are distillating a new truth. So it's all about discernment is not judgment, but it allows you to make informed decision based on frequency. All right, pretty much you have been blessed with spiritual gifts, and one of them is pretty much feeling people's energy, being an empath. Clarity, when you meet someone, you already know if they're high vibrational or if they're low vibrational. And no, it is not judgmental. That's what they're trying to say. Angel Raphael is telling you, recognizing at what frequency other people are vibrating is not it's not being judgmental. We have the judgment card here. It is not you being judgmental. It's just recognizing what is true and what is not, like what is, you know. For example, if you're in the jungle and you see a predator animal, you don't judge the lion for being a lion. You don't think the lion is a dick for being a lion, killing other animals and eating them. But you know that you better not start playing with the lion because he will eat you. It's kind of the same thing. It's like, I'm not judging people who are low vibrational, but I want to leave them very far away from me. And then that's really like the message here. But what it says also is that you do have like this gift now. Discernment helps you navigate through illusions and find the real gems. Find your people. That's what it means. It helps you step back from those who say they want to support you, but really just want to take and not give in return. It's a blessing. It's a gift. Like they gave you, Angel Raphael gave you this gift of being an empath. Every empath that I meet will tell me, this is not a gift. This is a curse. It's exhausting. I don't want it. I want to be like everyone else. I want to be able to go anywhere and just not feel so much. But really, because you feel so much, you're able to see the people who are like you. You're able to find your people. And I think that's probably what this Two of Cups energy is that because you do have this gift, now when you're gonna meet people, you're gonna see who's a king and who's low vibrational. So you can make decisions. but they also want you to have a lot of fun and not just dwell on the past, not dwell on, you know, whoever's not working for you. This was a beautiful reading. I feel like I can tell you now that I'm done that it was actually the pile that I picked, and it totally did resonate with me, and I hope it did resonate with you as well. And I almost feel like she kind of looks like me, like not in the feature, but in the look, you know. And I totally relate to all of this. So yeah, I think you should be proud of yourself, celebrate, enjoy, live your best life. And if people look for beef, just leave them behind. If you do relate to this, please leave me comments, a thumbs up, subscribe. I love you very much, and I wish you the happiest of life. Don't forget the bell, so you would know when I'm posting next. I love you so much. Last but not least, let's figure out the life mission of my pile number 4. Let's see. You have the biggest pile. You have 2 light worker oracles. Here you go. And you have a lot of tarot from a tarot vision. Okay, so your main card is the moon. So I feel like your life mission's always been about self-reflection. Stop blocking your manifestation. So I feel like you're an overthinker and you've been blocking your blessings a lot. But you need to find some kind of balance. You need to shed the self-limiting beliefs. You need to stop getting stuck in your own head. You need to provoke your own luck. I feel like maybe you've been struggling to manifest maybe more wealth, but you won't be stuck in that energy forever. You are not doing enough. You're doing too much self-reflection, but not enough self-development. But you see here, we have the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands. So I just feel like you're meant to be part of some kind of twin flame couple. That's gonna be important in your life as well. And I just feel like if you've been trying to manifest love, but all you got was heartbreak, it is because you're an overthinker. This is what I'm getting, like really strong, clear message. I feel like you're somebody who just thinks too much. I see either Pisces or Earth signs. You have a lot of major arcana. So they really they want you to wake up, and they want you to start manifesting stuff and stop doubting. I feel like you have so many like self-limiting beliefs, and they come out of nowhere for no reason. It's just your head. But honestly, I feel like you're meant to be in a very important relationship in your life. And I feel like this relationship is important for your soul mission. But I feel like the soul mission itself is to manifest that love by understanding self-love and self-worth, and the fact that you can manifest if you just like believe in yourself and just make your own luck happen and stop hurting. What they say, like every heartbreak that you might have had in terms of relationship in your life, just know you manifested it. Take responsibility for manifesting it, and you'll find the key to not manifest it anymore. So it depends on your life, but like they really bluntly want me to tell you that you manifested every heartbreak you've come across by just accepting nonsense when you know you deserve better. You need to find some like balance, but in your mind. I feel like your mind is overactive. Here you go. So what's the future holding for your life mission? I see that you're definitely a very strong person. So I think you've been through a few of those heartbreaks. And I have a strong feeling it was relationships. You have the Hangman twice. I really feel like so the Hangman talks about self-limiting beliefs. The Eight of Swords talks about self-limiting beliefs. And the magician talks about blocking your own, you know, manifestation. You see, he's like hanging upside down with the keys in his hand. All he has to do is pretty much, and the broom, he's the one making the broom fly, so he could just lay on the floor and just open the locks, but he's not. He's just hanging there for no reason at all, and his own mind's doing that. But the thing with the strength is that if you keep being strong, one day you're gonna forget, like it's gonna come naturally. You're gonna forget that you were trying to manifest thing, all of a sudden, bam, it's gonna happen. And that's exactly the confirmation with the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords mean like you've been working on some stuff, you've been trying to manifest stuff. At some point it will come. You have the Wheel of Fortune twice. You need to manifest your own luck, but I feel like you're a very lucky person. I feel like you have a lot of luck coming your way, but you're blocking everything. Also, for those who are watching for the love reading, just know you have the Lover, so it's something really interesting in your love life is coming, but they want you before you can manifest any of that. I feel like some of you have like serious issues being alone, left alone with your own thoughts. So maybe that's why you get into bad relationships, because you would rather be with someone than to be alone. But what they say is that once you learn that alone doesn't mean lonely, then you can manifest, you know, twin flame energy, luck, all the good stuff. I have Justice, so it means that it can mean two things. Either very good karma's coming your way. Also, some of you might be actually, instead of getting stuck in your head, some of you should be doing some kind of charity work or social justice work. If there's something you believe in, nowadays, it's so easy to just let people hear your voice. And I feel like it's part of, I feel like some of you needed to hear that. This is like, I've never seen, like from all the piles, I've never seen anything that's just more like self-imposed prophecy. I feel like you have issues being alone. And that's your mission, is to learn how to be happy while you're alone, to be able to manifest like good, healthy relationships with others. It's really all about the moon, because the moon card, that's what it's all about. It's like she's alone and she's thinking and she's in her Pisces emotional water sign energy, but really she doesn't see that right behind her is like a whole new world. So you have two light worker oracle cards. You have the one, the first ray of power, and you have 27, cosmic heart, cosmic Christ. That is so cute. Look at that face, it's adorable. It's so beautiful. I love those cards so much. Let's see what they say. First ray of power. Okay, first ray of power is an energy of conscious destruction. It can be used in a healthy way to eliminate the past and allow for a fresh start. The first ray also carries the frequency of leadership. It can assist you to stand in the truth of your light so others can find their way by it. It helps you strengthen your willpower so you can accomplish any task you choose. I feel like this is mostly about like you getting over whatever hurt you in the past. Stop thinking about it. Get out of this like trauma energy and then start fresh. And then also by doing that, you're going to learn skills that might help other people. And that's where you need to work. Like that Justice card, I really have a strong feeling it's all about like activism. If you're confused about which path to take or whether to continue a certain relationship, course of action, or lifestyle choice, first ray of power will clarify the matter for you. When it moves through our lives, whatever is holding us back will be removed. They talk about being a leader. So I really feel like some of you have a life mission that is about like learning about relationship or lifestyle choices or something of that order, and then doing some kind of work, social work about it, charity work about it, something like that. But you have a lot to offer, but you gotta believe in yourself, because if you don't, you cannot do any of this. It's just way too heavy of a responsibility. Okay, 27, Cosmic Heart, Cosmic Christ. You are elevating your vibration towards the frequency of limitless supply and unconditional love. Spiritually, you are reaching for a high level of attainment. Past pain and self-defeating behavior shall no longer have a place in your heart. Yeah, you really need to let go of the past, because that's coming back twice. And spiritually, you're reaching for a high level of attainment. So this is all happening for a purpose, because you really have, you know, tough spiritual lessons to learn. Probably because your mission is actually really big. There will be tests of forgiveness. It's easier to forgive when you don't harbor resentment at all limitation. So you really, yeah, that's all about letting go of the past, forgiving the people who hurt you, not for them, but for yourself, so you can move on. And it's really hard to say, it's really hard to do, but once it's done, such a clear energy. You know, I have this tip that's working so well. If you want to clear out bad energy from your life, just envision a location that, you know, seem to hold negative energy, or an object or a person, and imagine that you have like a ball of light like this, like a ball of white light, and I imagine it as a bowl that's like spinning clockwise really fast, and it cleans everything everywhere it passes, kind of like a vacuum cleaner for energies. And I just imagine it like just cleansing everything as if it was made out of, I don't know, like the purest cleansing crystal ever. It's like the purest cleansing light. It's just my personal tips. It has nothing to do with the cards. So if you want to look up those cards in details, it's Lightworker Oracles. I don't put the entire thing. Well, I don't read the entire thing because it will make the video too long. But it's pretty much what it is. This deck is so spread. Like, I never spread my decks this messy, but this one was like all over the place, and I feel like that's your mind. And I feel like you have a lot of things to let go, but you have so many blessings coming. You just gotta, you know, work on yourself. That's all there is. Everything else is so good. You're gonna get love, you're gonna get great life missions, you're gonna help a lot of people, you're gonna be able to manifest your stuff. So good stuff is coming in your future. And the hurt is really in your past, so you can let it go now. If you relate to this, let me know. If you want a personal reading, let me know as well. All my details are in the description box. And yeah, leave me a thumbs up if you resonate with this, and don't forget to subscribe, and you can follow me on Instagram if you want. I love you very much, and I wish you the happiest of life. I'm sending you good cleansing energy. Empty your mind. I know it's so hard to I have insomnia and anxiety, so I'm just telling you that. But yeah, I work on cleansing a lot of stuff, and I just don't cleanse my stuff, I cleanse other people's energies, so it's just a whole thing for me. But yeah, this one's really helpful for sleep. If you're looking for something that just like shuts down your mind, this stone is actually really good. It's called Halite. So I'm gonna put it on your pile and hope it's gonna cleanse it a little bit. The air energy. There you go. Have a good life.